Good morning, everyone. So it is raining again today, and you could see we've got some more rain. We are supposed to get 2 to 3 inches of rain today and tonight. So if you watch any of my other videos, you realize that we've got like 5 to 6 inches of rain here the last couple of weeks. The golf course is overflowing with water. I cannot mow some areas because it is so wet. So I'm just in my street clothes right now, and just because of the fact that I can't do anything. I mowed greens this morning. I mowed around tees and fringes with zero turn, and that was it. It's really too wet to mow fairways, which desperately need to be mowed, but there's nothing that I can do about it. So we're gonna hop in the cart here and take a look around. It is insane. Look at all that water. It's crazy. So these may not be the most interesting videos, but I love first of all, I love my job. I'm not afraid to admit it. Second of all, I love showing you all what I do for a living to live the lifestyle that I live, which, hey, I work all the time, so it is what it is. But I have some cool cars and a few boats and whatever, so. And, yeah, you know, I don't have a lot of time for anything except golf. Going on the boat maybe a couple times a summer, and basically golf and driving my car. So just to show you here, so this is just this is a few hours of rain, and now we're already this saturated again. So thankfully, and let's go to a green that maybe has some bad spots. You can just see how wet all of this is here again. But taking a look here at the greens, I did spray, and you could see where I sprayed the darker grass, of course. So I did have to, gosh, these greens are so soft. They look so healthy though. But as you could see, I did have to spray again. It was May 30th, the last time I sprayed, and now today, or yesterday when I sprayed, it was June 20th. So I waited about 3 weeks to spray. I thought I would be okay with that, but apparently that was not the case. So I was mowing greens randomly yesterday morning, and, well, first of all, I have to apologize here. These fringes are so long, the tees are so long that there was nothing I could do. But a few reasons why I did actually spray. Well, first of all, I noticed that the growth regulator I used on greens, tees, and fringes were wearing off. So I wanted to, keep that growth regulator up. And usually with the amount that I use with Paclo and T-Nex, you're supposed to reapply every 2 weeks. But I figured, hey, we're okay. You know, it's really wet. It'll be, oh my God, look at this. It'll be okay. And you'll look, there is a little bit of black algae starting to form, but my greens don't really have that bad. So I had to spray. And I want to show you another reason why I decided to spray before it starts raining too hard, which it's already starting to come down a little bit more. Everything's so green. Fairways are so long. I had an irrigation fix that I had to do there because I had some bubbling. And let me tell you, I value my greens. The greens are the best part of my golf course, and I was not happy to see that. And then, of course, you've got staff that like to run that over. So as you can see here, I noticed this yesterday when I was mowing, but you've got some dollar spot that emerged not last night, but the night before. And I essentially needed to put a stop to that. So again, there's a spot right there. I mean, it will grow back. But when I was out mowing yesterday, I just had another staff member. I told him to essentially finish mowing the greens for me because I was going to spray really quick. So what I applied on these greens and tee boxes and fringes here, I applied some liquid fertilizer, 1806, I want to say off the top of my head, some humic, which is iron, also known as Main Event, some Paclo T-Nex, which are growth regulators, iPro, and PPZ, a small dosage of PPZ, which essentially prevents, it's a fungicide, so it prevents any sort of disease that may start to attack the turf. And some wetting agent. As you can see, I haven't had issues with dollar spot in years now, and now it just popped up. So it's embarrassing for me because these greens are the best part of this golf course. So wetting agent and then some blue dye, of course, to see where I sprayed. But that's what I had to do because I just wasn't happy with how the greens were looking after that night with all of the dollar spots. So I needed to put that down. I needed to take advantage of this water here, while we get it, even though it's a lot of water. I need to take advantage of that when I can because you never know when it's going to get dry. It is summertime. So just to put this into perspective, I was getting pretty nervous about dollar spot anyway, because you could see on the fairways here how much, you can see how much it's already attacked these fairways. And A, I don't have the time, B, I don't have the money, and C, I don't have the resources right now to actually go out and spray every single fairway. So I decided to, just pass on that. So I'm really hoping that, as you can see, there's a good example. I'm really hoping that this will start to grow back here. It has been not necessarily hot, but it has been extremely humid to where it's even attacking the roughs, which is amazing. So I did do that on the greens, tees, and fringes because I wanted to protect them against any further damage. And hopefully be good right up until about the 4th of July. Right before the 4th of July, I'm going to do that same spray again, except I'll mix out the PPZ and iPro for chlorothalonil, just a quick fix type of product there. But everything is so wet, and I think part of the reason, honestly, is why I'm getting such bad results on my fairways here is because I'm not watering at night. So since there's no water at night, and it's so humid that disease is just running rampant. And usually when I water at night, I don't run into those diseases. This is almost something I see more so in the fall when it's wet like this and you're not running irrigation, instead of in the spring going into the summer. As you can see here, this is hard hit. And it sucks. It really does, because I've got healthy turf, I've got healthy grass. Really everything's going in my favor right now, except the fact that I don't irrigate at night. And when I do irrigate at night this time of year, I'm usually running every head for about 15 to 18 minutes. So again, here you could see that I'm bringing up water when I'm driving, but I had to spray and do what I did, because again, here you could see just from one night, it was one night that caused this. And again, because I'm not irrigating at night, these diseases are starting to run amok and cause issues with what I see. Now, to the average golfer, they're not going to notice this, and by the time this all grows in a couple days, it's not going to be that bad. But for me, I don't like that. That's a ball mark, but I don't. Ooh, a rock. We definitely don't want to run into that. Ooh. But I don't like that. So I think it was right to spray and get that done. Usually I don't spray until about the 4th, but I figured, well, I may as well get that done. We got some more rocks on the greens here. That is not what you want to be hitting. So just a nice light soaking rain. It's just really hard right now to mow anything, like I said. As you can see, fairways are long, and I'm not happy with that, and so are tees and fringes. But with that growth regulator I did put down, that will essentially curve any sort of growth now for the next few days until I'm able to actually mow this, which may not be until Sunday. Today is Friday. But everything with a rotary mower I was able to get. It's just unreal how much rain we have received. Which is good. I can honestly tell you I've been in the industry here. I'm 26, almost 27. I've been working in the industry since I was 13, I believe. So 13 years, half of my life. And I've never had a spring like this where it's been so wet. Last year, looking back at photo memories, I was hand watering every morning, every afternoon, trying to get this place some water. And it was barely working. It was barely enough to keep this ground moist. Fairways included. Really, with the disease that I had in the fairway, and specifically this fairway last year, with the turf diseases and the bugs and the grubs that I had, this is the best thing that could have happened to this fairway, because this fairway right here gets pretty dry really fast because the root system of this fairway in whole sucks. The root system is awful because of the grub issue that I've had. There were times last year where you can go on this fairway at any point and pull out a huge clump of grass, and now it's just the leaves. You could actually pull out the whole system. So the root system. But yeah, again, here we go, driving through water. You could even see in the roughs where I had some issues, but this is a good thing that we're getting this rain, and it's allowing these areas to grow back in where I did have some major grub issues. But right now, I am going to shut this generator off because it's not serving a purpose. It is just going to rain a lot, so I am just going to let all of this kind of, let this water just soak in and let it drain and fill this area up again. As you can see, it's just super wet, but what can I do about it besides letting that run? But may as well not use gas right now, because we're supposed to get another 1 to 2 inches of rain here, which is amazing. This is usually the wettest part of the course. It's pretty water laden right now. On a normal year, this is not an issue, and I've had people tell me that you need to put in drains and drains in the fairways and stuff. I'm like, guys, this is not normal. This is not a normal year. In a normal year, all of this that isn't irrigated is dry and brown. Not this year. This is craziness. One in every, I would say, 20 years this happens. And this happens to be a year. So we're going to take what rain we can and hope that it soaks in. Again, we're bringing up water. I am super glad I sprayed. Some of this discoloration here is due to the water because this area doesn't drain well. Some of it's due to the fact that, ooh, we got that. That is actually from the generator burning the grass, which that will grow back. But some of it is due to the fact that the growth regulator, I double applied on some areas, or I overlapped too much. Yeah, these fairways are completely soaked. So again, I'm gonna have an update here coming up pretty soon after we get all of this rain excuse me, we're supposed to get. And for now, take care, and we'll see you in the next episode. Like and subscribe.